We have our character. All right. There we go.
Bet you were expecting a quiet job compared to your last gig. Bounty hunter to
Sure.
space miner. Huh. Well, you got the sample. Client's on his way, then we all get paid. You remember anything that happened?
There was this light and music? It was incredible, like a dream or a vision. What is that thing?
It's our payday, that's what. Sooner we get it off our hands, the sooner it isn't our problem anymore. Huh. Well, you passed out, that's for sure. Everything else, probably just your brain playing tricks. Either way, we got what we were looking for.
Are they trying to do a Mass Effect?
That stupid
You
thing?
touch this old alien thing, you have a vision.
Sure don't look like much.
Never mind what it looks like. It's worth more than this mine has pulled in all month. We'll be... Speak of the devil.
Press start. Select to go first person and third person. Follow Lynn.
Our constellation contact is on approach.
Wait,
Syringe.
the Explorers group? I thought they were kind of a joke.
Not a joke. You're just too young to know better.
Hey, I'm just...
What's that beeping? Okay. Message me on the Discord with a link and I'll check out your art. But please don't harass me during the stream.
saying they got a reputation. Hell, I bet half the crew here doesn't even believe they really exist.
Half the crew doesn't believe Earth exists, but it's still there.
Is that beeping going to continue as long as we're not following? I wanted to look around.
Whoa. You don't look good.
We don't look good? We look fabulous. It's definitely the game, because when we pause, it stops. Here, 1 second. Should be linked below, but that should link you. Ooh, cutter.
Supervisor's log supplemental. Still day 2 of Argos Extractor's Vectera dig. Restart collective claim ID Beta 7548 Alpha. As far as anyone knows, this is just another ore run. Vectera's got enough mid-level veins
Lynn
to
sure
keep
seems
everyone
to like
working
you.
and not asking questions.
Guess she would know.
I've told Hella
Being the boss and
everything
all.
he needs to know, which is pretty much everything I know. That this is another one of Barrett's special orders.
What? Ah,
He made
I'm
good with the
working.
payment for Kazal, even if it was
You
a
all right?
bust. His
Need
time,
some coffee or
I'm not
something?
so sure.
Got a packet.
Place
Yes,
is
phone
giving
calls.
me the willies. I think we're going to find something. I just have no idea what it could be.
Value's
Why
what,
Barrett might want it.
100?
But those sweet constellation credits mean we dig
Well,
our
we're
holes
off this
and
rock.
keep our mouths shut. And I'm okay with that. Hopefully,
Hey,
between
that was my
Barrett's
sandwich.
mysterious thing and the ore itself,
You responded that we
done
stole
with
a
this rock in
sandwich.
5 days, when the transport is supposed to come back for extraction.
Okay. There's got to be other spots with logs. If there was her talking, that's 300 for a notepad. 300 for folder. The value of things in this universe. Well, I guess it's not. It's per piece of weight, but the value seems all over the place. Ooh, space undersuit. Yoink. I don't know whose space undersuit I
Argos
just
usually
stole.
ain't so good at picking sites. Oh, this time, like a miracle.
Is that yours? Yoink. Ooh, that's worth what? 150-ish? The beeping is driving me crazy.
Heller putting that first aid seminar to work on you, huh?
Not worth it. Alright. Is there anything worth stealing?
Don't get too used to how easy this has been. Next dig might be toxic hazards or worse.
Supervisor's
go.
log. It's day 2 of Argus Extractor's Vectera dig. Freestar Collective Claim ID Beta 7548 Alpha. Site setup was fairly painless. New record for us. 18 hours, including the elevator. The prefabs are starting to show their age, though. Time to rebudget for new equipment. Again. The crew is good. Spirits are high enough. Hella is a pain in my ass, as always. And completely indispensable. What's the saying? The problem is, I love him, and he knows it. Ugh. Calvert remains the weak link. He just can't train away stupid. But she's got a daughter on Mars or someplace and needs the cred, so she
Can't
gets
turn
one
away
more chance.
stupid.
If she does wash out in the end, we've still got the Dusty. And there's definitely some promise there.
Really? It's that big? I figured there'd be some. These games are notorious for like saying it's 100 and you get like half the value, but it's that bad? You get like a 10th? Like I was only grabbing things based on the value per weight. I kind of want to leave it on this just because we don't got that beeping. I don't remember it beeping at me like this when I tested. Okay, 0 wire. Like,
Not
see,
interested.
52, but it's
Whatever it
1.7 mass. So it's not worth much per unit of weight. I'm not going to do the math right now because, ugh, that's a pain. Besides, there's a mod. I got a mod that will do that for me. See, there's a V per M. So, like, the blue stylus, that's worth 1,000 for every 1 mass. Mind you, it'll take a lot to get that mass, but because it's so light and it's worth 10, the value is there, right? Like, a deck of cards is worth 298 for every volume of mass. Wait, each card is 100 of a gram? I guess that makes right, 52 grams. See, foam cups, 500 per 1 mass. Ooh, maybe we can get a full set of cards outside a deck. You can get a full deck, just individual cards. Fancy pistols, 25,000. That pistol you're telling me about, you said it did 130 damage per shot. Like, that's insane. Or was it 150? Still. We got my cutter. That's I'm sure that's good enough. Alright, we got a spacesuit, the backpack. I'm glad it shows her helmet. We got apparel. Health and O2. I think the utility outfit's still the best we got. Okay, I'm coming. One last room to check. Like, those are 300 for every mass.
You fitting in okay? Mining crews ain't the friendliest, but they're good folks.
Notebooks. No. Okay. Notepad. Okay. Don't get a notebook, but a notepad. It's 300 for every mass. And it's only good because you can carry so many of them. Can't take the dartboard. Can't access the computer. We can't open up files.
Shifts seem to be getting longer. That's Argos for you. Squeeze every credit they can.
Alright.
All right, Dusty. Airlock. Put your helmet on.
Is that beeping not going to stop? It's like the deep mine. Did I not just put it on? Oh, there we go. It's no longer beeping. Oh, thank God. That beep was driving me crazy. Even stealing and selling ships doesn't make that great of a profit, since you have to register the ship for near the price you would get from selling it. You wind up only making only 1,000 credits. That makes no sense. That's part of the problem. This is one of my problems with Bethesda games. They don't think shit out. And in the process of trying to rig it to the way they want the game played, it kind of ruins it for me in a lot of other games, because their world
Take care of yourself out there.
complete bullshit. Reactive manufactured component, but it's not worth much. Component though, maybe we actually use it for building. Hey, check it out. That looks good.
Yeah. Something.
Right-click attacks.
Barrett?
Man!
Been a long time.
Yes, it has. That mine on Bendy, right?
Kazal, hellhole, like this place. Rare mineral contract. Your tastes are a bit more sophisticated now, huh?
So, you found something?
Right here. The new girl found it.
That right. And everything went cool? Just like grabbing those minerals on Bendy?
Kazal. And no, Barrett, not cool. She passed out after the extraction.
Why does
Woke
he
up
keep
saying
saying
all kinds of
Bindi and not
nonsense.
Gazal?
Is that right? Went on a trip, huh?
How would you know about that?
Well, you could say that the infinite possibilities of the universe are full of everything but coincidences.
Trying to sound enlightened, you come off sounding smug. But okay.
That fun, huh? Not the most gentle push into the great mysteries of space, but hey, been there.
Look, just hand over the credits, and I'll be happy to never see this thing, or you, ever again.
That's why I like you, Lynn. All business.
Barrett, the scanners on the frontier are reporting a ship coming in hot from orbit.
I really thought I lost them.
Barrett?
Incoming!
Everybody get ready!
This thing doesn't have much in range. Standing out in the open, apparently not the smartest thing. Oop, I think I killed a friend.
Just give up already.
Yeah, I killed a friendly. Shit. Well, that wasn't very good. He totally led pirates right to us. Although we are getting a few guns, so maybe I should have let them kill a few more friendlies. Heck, half of them only had, like, axes. It doesn't seem like the most coordinated assault plan.
Of course Barrett was being followed. Every time.
Seems like this is not the best Lando Calrissian character.
Well, that was some fine work under pressure. You dug up the artifact, right? That means you saw it. The visions? You're coming with me to Constellation. You're part of this now.
What's Constellation?
You ever stare up at the stars at night wondering what's out there? Well, that's us. That's where we go.
Oh, for a second there I thought he was talking about actual constellations. It's like, this guy really had his mind broken. If they get me off this moon, sign me up. If you can tell me what this artifact of yours is, I'm in.
Marvelous.
Oh no, Barrett. No. You think you're just going to take off after the mess you caused?
All right. I guess I did just put you all on the Crimson Fleet hit list. How about I stay and I send your Dusty here in my place? I know, but she's not some minor anymore, Lynn. Soon as she touched that rock, something changed. Don't tell me you can't feel it.
Fine. It's a deal. Get out of here, Dusty. You're on to bigger things.
Don't you need me?
Now that we've been attacked, we've got to pack up and move on. Argos will come for the rest of us. You get going.
Thanks for everything, Lynn.
Just go. Before I say something I regret.
Well, now that that's settled. Bosco, get her to the lodge. No deviations unless absolutely necessary, okay? Protocol Indigo.
Indigo. Again. Very well.
Oh, and hey, take this. You'll find it very useful out there. And it even tells the time.
I saw a video of the collector's kit you could get where it'd come with the watch.
Hey, look at that. The
Seemed
watch
pretty kinda
fits
cool.
you perfectly. Now, questions?
Hey, Milo. Why were they after you?
They're just following the loot, like pirates do. And I have something of a reputation as a loot collector.
What exactly did we dig up?
That, my friend, is the million-credit question. And Constellation can find the answer. With your help.
Okay, but if you found one and they couldn't with your help and they still needed more help, why am I trusting you and not just doing shit on my own? Also, why are you giving me your ship?
Technically, it's not even mine. Consider it a loan. Vasco will keep you on course. Besides, I'm making an exception since you can tell Constellation about that vision you had.
That explains it. It's not even his ship. No wonder he's willing to give it out. Who are you? What's this constellation? Oh, I thought we already asked that.
See, that's the problem with the settled systems. Too easy to take everything for granted. While everyone else is busy playing politics, we're the ones braving the unknown, charting the vastness of space. Without us, the galaxy is just a big room with the lights turned out.
They think highly of themselves. Shouldn't you be going?
Come on. You really not at all curious about that light and music show you experienced? Why it only affected you? Because if you didn't notice, we've all been handling it since with no problem. The way I see it, Constellation needs that artifact, but they also need you. This mystery is only getting bigger each step we take, and you're part of it now.
For all we know, it going off when I touched it was just because it had a residual charge, and I was the first one to touch it. Because he had an experience that I'm sure went off and then nobody else has seen, right? Like...
And Vasco, don't let her break my ship.
It's not your ship. Alright. So you didn't like the fact that it's a smartwatch? Alright. So one of the mods I have changed the smartwatch. You can see it down there in the bottom left. It says I have 90 out of 135 mass. The fact that you had nowhere on the display to tell how much you're currently carrying was the fact, just goes to show you that Bethesda still has their heads up their ass. Also, the fact that you only get to see what's lootable when you have this open.
Did you see Lynn? Ran straight at those pirates like it was nothing. Were you in that dust-up? You know you don't get paid extra for bravery, right?
I didn't realize that. I thought I was going to get a danger pay. Alright, I've already got those two.
Can't
You
believe
okay?
the Crimson Fleet hit us. You in one piece? Good. Me? I'm just gonna pass out as soon as my heart stops racing.
Alright, let's see. What's over? I'll arbitrarily make a number of 100 mass per, or value per weight as the cutoff limit. Otherwise, I feel there's going to be too much stuff for us to pick up. Also, how into exploring should we get? Is there even a point to like really exploring planets? Isocentered magnet. It's very heavy, but it said it was a manufacturing ingredient. I'm starting to see why you mentioned thinking about getting... Oh, what's that? Something this way. Vincent, I think I can see why you're thinking of getting that mod that made the materials or whatever weightless. They're heavy. So there's some benefits, but not much. So right now, like it says we have 80% survey done already. Is that planet-wide or is that just this location? Because I remember hearing a bunch of people complaining that you don't get to explore the full planet. And that you just find locations on planets. Like, do they think they really have the time? Most people haven't even been everywhere on Earth. Do you know how big planets are? Sure. You might convince me to get that mod that makes resources have 0 weight. I found water. Okay, whoever did the mod for the watch, like for the UI where it shows weight, but now gravity is underneath the temperature, why squeeze the temperature and then the gravity and shrink down the font? Look how much empty space is above that. Just move gravity, like leave temperature where it was and have gravity right up top there in that space directly above it. Both could be full size. It's really chunky water. I don't know if I recommend drinking it. 1,500 kilograms. 1,500 kilograms. Is that the mass units we're dealing with in this game? Every one is a kilogram? Because that doesn't make sense. We must be having the heaviest playing cards, like, ever. Because they're 1/100th of a kilogram. Which means they're what? 10 grams? That's really heavy. I know it wants me to board the ship, but I want to know what this unknown is. See, this is my problem with Bethesda games. Fallout 3 and Fallout 4. I tend not to follow the story too closely, and I have fun, like, just exploring. Mind you, in my experience, that's always where the best stuff. Crystal Crater. Dude, check this thing out. A rock pile. I got 7 lead in that rock pile. Also, okay, now that I picked it up, maybe the outline around it shouldn't be the blue. You know what I mean? Like, if that outline was now, I don't know, say white or yellow. Actually, white. Now that I picked it up, it should be white to say that I've already picked it up. All the people usually play Fallout game or like Bethesda games wrong. Toxin 2, Nutrients 5. For instance, they use fast travel all the frickin' time. You shouldn't. You want the best experience playing a Fallout game, like Fallout 3 or 4, or Skyrim even, and like Oblivion and Daggerfall. Well, not Daggerfall. Daggerfall, you have to use fast travel because it's the size of an actual country. The world map is insanely large. Mainly because it's procedurally generated. But, like Oblivion and Skyrim and Morrowind, don't fast travel if you can help it. Like, if you're going somewhere you've already been, sure. But I recommend not. Like, you'll get the best experience out of the games by not fast traveling. Is there any more? Okay, start. Interesting. Still. Oh. Does the compass show which way? So this is north. All right, let's go more north. This game, they kind of force you to use fast travel on the ships too, between systems, locations, planet. Give you freedom to roam when you're on the surface. Well, on this one, like once you're dealing with places the size of planets, it kind of makes sense to have some fast travel, like mandatory, like the takeoff being a fast travel. Ooh, what's that? Oh shit. Nope, that's radioactive gas vent. Okay, that makes sense that hurt us. Like fast traveling into orbit and then fast traveling from one planet to the next, that makes sense. Space is really big. It'd take a long time to fly, like to literally fly, as I can attest from other games I've played that let you do it in real time. Huh. There was a crater. Are the planets generated differently every time you play? Because I think there was a cave the one time, like when I did my testing, this planet had a cave just north of the base. That doesn't seem to be here. Or was it south? Maybe it was south. No, I'm pretty sure it was like right there. But we don't see anything. There's still 2 resources we haven't seen. Oh, right, I clicked on the map, didn't I? I guess it makes sense that plants would be somewhat randomized. Oh, wait, no, there is a cave out here. Although this terrain looks not like what I was expecting. So there is a cave. Just had to travel farther? Huh. Really? It is still 700 meters. You got no ground transportation we can use? Oh. The red stuff's building up. I'm guessing that's carbon monoxide. We found aluminum. You know what game? Oh. And Starfield might cause it some trouble. Because I know there's people planning on modding Starfield so it'll be the Star Wars galaxy. But that new Star Wars game, the Star Wars... Is it... I wanted to say Marauder, but that new Star Wars game where you're like a Han Solo type woman with that pet of hers. That alien axolotl. That looks really good. And I think this is going to be kind of the same type of gameplay. Which might really hurt it. I know I can't fast travel, I just want to mark it. Alright. That's where we came in from. Turn our back to it. There it is, 350 meters. Oh, wait. There's another one over this way? There's a mark on the compass, like there's another one this way, but I don't see the cursor for it. On my walk. Oh wow, you can't run very far. Is there an upgrade? Do you eventually get upgrades to your suit that makes it so you don't get carbon monoxide buildup so badly? But code Indigo, no Dallins. Error. That's a good point. Oh, that poor robot. Can he carry a lot of weight at least? Because I know I'm not able to carry a heck of a lot. Oh. Check this place out. Okay, this is kind of neat looking. The flashlight is god-awful. Why can't video games do decent flashlights? Like, come on. We got some benzene. Ooh, we can't harvest the benzene when we have our scanner up. Interesting. Ooh, there's more benzene. Helium-3. We got mercury. Okay, mercury's kind of a toxic material to be handling. Going resources. So argon. We need to find argon. We got benzene. We got some rocks. We got me falling in a hole. Good. Whoa! This planet does not have much gravity. 0.1 gravity, yeah, wow. Lead and iron. More iron. Got benzene. Yeah, once you harvest something, the way it looks in your scanner should change. Like, that's been harvested. Have the blue outline and make it all white, or give it a white outline. I think that's the way it should do. Once you've grabbed, like, harvested something, it should go white. That's an empty container. The outline should be white now. Things like that. That way you can tell at a glance what you've already harvested. And there's no reason for them not to have made that as part of the game to begin with. Except for being lazy developers. Oh wait, it's Bethesda. Yeah, never mind. It all fits. After all, we're still on the creation engine after how many decades? Oh, yeah, see? I've already mined that one. I can jump so high. I will check it out. Probably not till the end of the stream, though. After all, I'm in the middle of... Oh, there's something up there. I'm in the middle of streaming, so I'm not going to stop to... Oh. Why did we not jump? Oh, we can pull ourselves up. There we go. Zero wire and antimicrobial. Still have not found the last resource. Alright, those are the two we already got. Which means there's the exit. Yeah. I warn you though, I do long streams, so that will probably be like 10 or 11 hours from now, just to let you know. Why am I stuck? I don't get it. We've been doing these giant jumps this whole time, and all of a sudden, oh, the gravity's up to 1. Weird. Oh, there's argon. That's the one thing we're missing, I think. Wasn't the gravity 0.1 down below? Again, we're really close to our max weight. Could that be why? How do I get to that argon we saw? Not argon I can mine with the laser. 10 to 11 hours. I do long streams. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Okay, this is where we already were. Gravity's heavy down here, too. But in here, gravity's now 0.1. Is that normal? Like, that can't be normal. Is it normal for gravity to drop so much in a cave? We just lost 90% of gravity. What's that Slim Shady song with, whoop, there goes gravity. We broke it. It literally left the planet. Stuff smells nasty. Okay, so it wasn't my imagination. We did find low gravity. Yeah, maybe. There was that the weirdness. I didn't even think about that. Is that just where we were down below? Oh crap! No, I fell. Yes, it was. Oh. So grab a ledge, but not when I want her to. I think I finally found a part of the cave we hadn't been to yet, and then I fell down a hole. Yeah, see, we're at normal gravity here. Which now, they're faking gravity completely. 0.1, and if we go up this ledge here, we're at 1. If I jump from here, normal. Jump from right beside here, maybe half a meter down. I jump all the way to the ceiling. Shouldn't, once I'm into a normal gravity field, my jump change? They're not even simulating gravity properly. Called it. When you deal with the creation engine, whether it's the new improved creation engine or not, you're dealing with jank. It's Bethesda it just works. Gravity just works, right? Don't worry about it. Don't think about it. Oh my goodness. Simulate gravity based on where your feet were when you last touched ground. That's how gravity works, right? I see no way of disproving that here on Earth. So, seems legit. I don't know how to get back to that argon. Oh, I made it! We've gotten all the resources! Yeah! Yeah, exactly. Last time I checked, with personal experimentation by jumping around, gravity always seems to be pulling me towards the Earth at a constant rate. Oh god. Let's face it, half the fun is the jank sometimes, right? This is, you can't even call this game logic. This is full-on Bethesda logic. I've seen 2D side-scrollers that do a better job simulating gravity than this. What's that game where you jump constantly up the hill? Or not up a hill, up like a castle? Jump King or whatever? It probably does a better job simulating gravity. It would have been more interesting for them to do it as a live simulation, because then you'd have spots like that where I jump up and as all of a sudden I hit a gravity field and I just start coming down a bit, right? Like have it preserve the momentum, so you'd still go a little bit higher than you would if you hadn't, but you'd basically still end up doing a normal jump. I don't think there's any point in going to where I'm going. I don't know why I'm going here. I should have just went to the ship. Now that we've got the entire planet surveyed. That's true. Well, they probably gamified it where it recharges Boba Fett's. Have you noticed that now, thanks to the Dave Maloney, the Boba Fett jetpacks aren't infinite flight anymore? Because there was that one episode of The Mandalorian where they're chasing after the bird, and it's like, it flew too far for them to follow with the jetpacks. Which doesn't make sense. This latest season of The Mandalorian wasn't quite as good as past seasons. Like, I still enjoyed it, mind you. Still, jetpacks are fun. We have jetpacks here on Earth. Okay, I can't get that while I'm surveying? That's stupid. Wait, that was argon. Radioactive gas, okay. It affecting me. I thought I saw toxic gas listed at one point. It's like, how does toxic gas affect me while I'm inside a spacesuit? Radioactive gas, it makes sense. Radiation, it doesn't care that I'm wearing a suit. Benzene vent. This planet is infested with benzene. Ooh, a rock. Nickel, lead, and aluminum. That's a lot. 7, 7, and 5. Oh, I'm in the way. Yeah, well, this way you get to see my health. I'll just be in the way. I'd like to see games taking into account the fact that people stream them now when they make their UI. Have a default non-streaming UI, by all means. But maybe give an option of customizing the position of the UI in regards to streamers, because we put our cameras in the way of things. And sometimes people like to see that information. I haven't seen games really think about that. Mind you, a lot of streamers I've seen don't think about it either and don't really care. A lot of streamers I know are fairly lazy about setting up their streams. I don't think top left often has anything useful. Top left isn't too bad a spot. It's an odd one to have a bottom of your camera, depending on how you set it up. It can look odd to some people. I like the bottom right to mid right. That way, like, you don't want to be the bottom left. One, the games often have stuff there in the UI. And two, Twitch, when you cursor, like, Twitch will block that little bit with, like, on the preview, so you can't see the camera. So when you're looking at what streams to go watch. Oh, I almost killed myself with running around and I didn't even realize it. We are overweight. And that explains a lot. It's like, I didn't think I was running. Whoopsie. We're already overweight. Either I'm missing it or this cave doesn't have an item box. I was kind of hoping every cave would have an item box. Ooh. Chlorosilane? We got some kind of chlorinated something or other. We got some benzene. Got a lot of benzene. Chlorosilane's C. Alright. It kind of does, though. Like, you have to slow down because you're overweight. Otherwise, it treats it like you're running all the time and you run out of oxygen. Like, this is as fast as I can go. Otherwise, I start using up my oxygen. And we breathe oxygen. I learned that from Bill Nye and the whole song on the Bill Nye show. Oxygen, we breathe oxygen. That's true, if you want to risk it. They won't stop you from running, they're just going to punish you for it. Why didn't I jump? Man, I gotta let the CO2 be filtered from the system. Oh my god. I'm overweight. I wanted to go up there. Why couldn't this cave have lower gravity? Oh. Gotta walk slower. Huh. A weird dead end that... This would have been a great spot to have something, like a little item cache. Cameras are so... Flashlights in games like this are so bad. It's practically useless in my opinion. I was hoping we'd find a box like we did in the last cave. No such luck. Depending on how fast we're moving in the air affects how much oxygen we breathe when we jump. Because I'm overweight, if I move at full speed, like if I jump and go at full speed, it uses more oxygen. Wait, duct tape is useless? This game's attacking a fundamental belief, like practically my religion now, if that's the message they're going to be sending. I don't think I can stand by that. You found it? Yeah, see, I figured it might be something like that. There should be one in every cave, I bet. It's the kind of thing Bethesda would lazily do to make sure every cave had loot in it. And not just resources. Because it's an easy way of having some base algorithm generate a cave for you. Adhesives from crafting looted from random alien plants that you survey and set. That is complete bullshit. If you need adhesive, you should be using duct tape. Like, that shit could repair your suit if you had to. In fact, real-life astronauts have used duct tape to fix tears in their spacesuit. I don't think Bethesda realized just how much they're attacking people by not making duct tape good. They probably thought it was like completely harmless and innocuous thing to do, and next thing, we gotta make that an issue online. Oh, there's an unknown. Okay. The ship is that way. It doesn't say how far. I want to find out what the unknown... Something being unknown makes it seem more interesting than just listing it as a cave. But now it says it's natural. Ever since I clicked on it, it says natural. I don't know. We'll try to get back to the ship so we can drop stuff off. So we can actually move faster. Because I don't want to crawl there. Exactly, the Red Green Show! Thank you! Yes! Did you see the episode where they like basically took a car apart and then rebuilt it using only duct tape and it still worked? Like, that just shows you how awesome duct tape is. I just used white duct tape yesterday to rebuild a shelf in the fridge. My mom would try to put too many things on the shelf in the Now, admittedly, it's supposed to be removable, but like the back clip broke off, so the side that had the clip break off, we just duct taped it, and it's holding everything perfectly. Now, yeah, not to mention MacGyver. Next thing they're going to say, this, according to this Bethesda, MacGyver could never exist. Next thing you know, they're going to say you can't fix a nuclear a hole in a nuclear reactor with, what was it, tin foil, or was it aluminum foil, chocolate and like bubble gum or whatever it was. Like, come on now. You're not going to turn me against MacGyver. RDJ is like practically a national hero.